Share your screen with your audience? What the hell does that mean? See if it's... I have no idea if it's clicking on. Is it clicking? Oh, that means if I'm surfing, maybe, right? Yeah, something like that. Okay. All right, we're live, right? We haven't been live in a long time. My God, it's kind of weird. But I don't have like my little clicker ticket or anything like that. Oh, God. The ticker? All right, so... Gotta get used to this with YouTube Live because I'm not paying for any of those sites anymore. My God, StreamYard. How much was freaking StreamYard? $50 a month? StreamYard was like $50 a month. 60, 50. And then OBS. OBS is, if that's what we're saying, right? OBS? Yeah, OBS was, I think that was free or it was cheap. But then it was freaking complicated, so I have no idea. So, all right, what brings me here tonight? Well, what brings me here tonight is I hope we start getting some people in the chat box right there to talk with me back and forth because it will help, of course. Kelsey, put something in there so I know you're there.
No, I'm just trying to figure it out.
Figure it out, because I don't know what the fuck's going on. Yeah. Well, we're going to be talking about some, Spider-Man, Brand New Day. That trailer popped out. Yesterday, I put out a short, and I'm like, oh, my God. Yeah, let's talk about some of the photos, this, that, the other, a teaser of a teaser of a teaser. Yeah, there you are. There you are. All right, it popped in there. And I'm like, all right, they're not going to put a trailer out. Not yet. The trailer freaking, yo, Truth, what's up, man? Okay, so the trailer popped out. I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, I didn't think the trailer was going to come out this morning, but they had it for all different times and all the different, like, countries and all that, and it came out this morning, so I was like, all right, who is that? Caselli. Or after watching this trailer, holy crap, Tom might finally get an actual Spider-Man movie. Oh my God, Andrew, I remember you, bud. The ultimate, you were the ultimate Toby fan, weren't you? Toby fan, or was it Andrew Garfield? I can't remember which one it was. So this trailer, I guess, huh? Well, yeah, you keep looking at it. Don't trip over the wires. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. Oh, don't get all sassy. Dude, don't get all sassy, Andrew. But yeah, I mean, for anybody, I guess that was like maybe on the fence a little bit when it came to Tom Holland. I mean, I guess finally now you got that movie out where he's looking like Spider-Man. Everybody liked the suit. I remember after No Way Home, they had that shot of him running, and then, the suit popped in there, and everybody was kind of like, oh, all right. And now we got Brand New Day, and it looks like it's going to be it. Look, the one thing I'm going to say is how many freaking trailers do we get? Now, I'm a big Ghostbuster fan, this and that. I remember when Frozen Empire, I was called Melted Empire, came out, and those trailers were dropping. I was like, oh, my God. This is going to be amazing. And Kelsey was just like, well, guess what? It's going to suck. I go, no, it's not going to suck. How dare you say that? Son of a bitch. She was right. But no, this looks good. Well, that's kind of, I'm going to go into some of that tonight a little bit about, overhyping after seeing a trailer. You know what I'm trying to say? I know everybody and their nephews, their moms, their dads, brothers, their sisters, the whole freaking content creation land here of opinioneers are out, and they have made a video. We've got extensive breakdowns of everything now already. What's going to happen in the movie? What's this? What's that? Jean Grey this, Jean Grey that. Who's Sadie Sink playing? Yada, yada. Holy shit. Holy crap. What do we got there, though? The Punisher, Peter's powers, and mutating Bruce Banner, and more. Trash Island is reserved for now. Well, that's what I'm saying. What is it going to be? We don't know. Look, that one shot in the trailer where he jumps off the roof and he's going straight down. You could see him inside of his mask. Yeah, it's great. Now, I remember a lot of people didn't like the MJ casting back in the day. What the hell is her name? Oh, shit. Zendaya, right? Zendaya, whatever the hell her name is. I can't keep up with actors' names, this, that, the other. And we didn't always like the MJ casting. I remember all the other Spider-Man movies that came out. Everybody was kind of a little like, I don't know if I like it that much. And now you're getting more characters in it, right? We're getting Punisher. We've got the Hulk. We've got Scorpion. We've got a couple other throwaway villains in there. We've got the Hand. I didn't know the Hand was going to be in this. So maybe there'll be like a nod potentially because this whole universe is connected with Daredevil, right? How about we got Daredevil coming? Daredevil season 2 of Born. Huh? No, the 24th, I think. I think it comes out. Is that the 24th next week already? Yeah. Son of a bitch. Oh my God. Tuesday. Oh my God. All right. Yeah. So then that's coming out. Neil, did you know? Hey, Truth, tomorrow, don't forget. He'll be there. Did you know Keith David was the narrator in this trailer? Yes, he was. That was the Gargoyle Man. Gargoyles. Oh man, Jared. Don't worry. Tomorrow, the Nerdverse on TikTok group chat. That'll be going on. So we'll be talking about this a little bit more too. I mean, I got no complaints about the trailer. I never really have a major complaint about a trailer because it's a trailer. I know like a lot of people, maybe there's not a lot of buzz, right, for Daredevil at the end of the day. But what technically Daredevil's on what, season 5? Because we got how many? We got 3 with Netflix. Then they did Defenders. So that was kind of like another Daredevil because he was like the main component of it. And then we got Born Again, and now we have season 2 of that. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. The Punisher being here makes sense. Peter has history with Frank Castle in the comics. Well, all right. I like that you say that. The comics. Every comic book fan, every over-the-top reader of all these things has now come out and giving you theories and opinions. I call everybody the opinioneers these days about what's going to happen. So that's the one thing about the trailer, right? We got some really good bits in the trailer. How much Frank Castle are you going to get? How much Hulk are you going to get? Now, I know everybody goes to the riffs of the comics that they're taking from this or taking from that, but you don't know how the adaptation is going to happen. Now, yes, it does look like you're going to have a more Spider-Man actual central thing. He's going to be swinging through the city finally as Tom Holland, but it's not like that's the first time we've seen that, right? I mean, there was great web slinging. I know we didn't like the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, the 2 movies he got, but Andrew Garfield was an enjoyable Spider-Man in my mind. He had some great web swinging, especially in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, even though that movie was absolutely horrendous. And it was like tonally all over the place, that movie. But, just from seeing a few bits in this, that doesn't mean it's going to be amazing. We don't know yet. So that's why I try to say, oh, finally, you're turning that down. It doesn't mean that what we saw is going to indicate that this movie's going to be great. We don't know. We don't know yet. And I think that's kind of like the problem these days when it comes to all this. There's so much coverage. There's so much coverage these days of everything. This trailer dropped and it came out this morning, and there are, tons of videos out from your biggest content creators, of course, to your smallest. Like I'm a little pimple. But I didn't even actually make a video on the trailer yet because last night I was just talking about the teaser, the little teaser clip, because I didn't think a trailer was coming right away. How much Hulk? I heard this film bring back the Savage Hulk. See, Andrew, what you're doing is you're feeding into what I'm talking about. If you're following what I'm saying, you don't know how much Hulk's going to be in it. You don't know how much Punisher's going to be in it. What if that Punisher is that one scene where you see him and then there's maybe more references? You don't want too many other characters in this movie. You want it to be a Spider-Man movie, right? You don't want all the other characters to take precedent. Now, I've seen some comments about like the whole relationship between him and Hulk from the comics, because the whole relationship that apparently is supposed to happen is like, could be like if Bruce Banner turns again, there'll be no more Bruce Banner, all that kind of crap, whatever. This is an adaptation into a movie, so we don't know. So, you can go out there, you can point out like this Jean Grey thing. Oh, he's mutating. Yes, he is going to have organic web shooters. Now, I heard about the organic web shooting, I think like a month or 2 ago, from one of the big creators. They get all like these leaks and they get all like the merch stuff. And his name's 3C Films. I like him. He does a good job. But he said it was like on book bags, and some people were like, wait a minute, he doesn't have his web shooters on there. He doesn't have the mechanical web shooters. What's going on? He's got organic shooters. So I already knew about that coming before seeing the trailer. So I already knew that that was going to happen. Now, does this mean he's going to turn into Man Spider at some point? One doesn't know, like in the cartoon and obviously in the comics, but I don't think they're going to get there yet. I don't think that happens in this movie, but obviously he's morphing into a more badass Spider-Man, stronger. How much of that do we get? I mean, I don't know. Obviously the trailer did its job, right? Because that's what all this is about these days. Can the trailer, push out and get so much interest in this movie? This movie still doesn't come out to the end of July. I wonder how many more trailers you do get. It'll be interesting. What do they put in there? I don't know. I don't like knowing too much about some of these movies, to be honest with you. When it comes down to it, I don't want everything spoiled. I don't want to see a Hulk transformation until we get into the damn movie and actually watching it. So yeah, Spider-Man looking good. Now, is Spider-Man going to be in Avengers Doomsday? That's going to be interesting, right? Is he going to be, is he going to have a big deal in Avengers Doomsday, or is it just going to be like when they get to Secret Wars? Now we know Spider-Man plays a big part in that. Will we get Tom Holland with the Venom suit? That should be interesting. Now that's obviously not happening in the upcoming one. What do you got there? What do we got here? You're right. I think Brand New Day is more grounded, street level Spider-Man story. Yes. I mean, that's good. That's what you want to see that. You want to see that. Closer to in vein to the original Sam Raimi trilogy. Yes, which is really good. I mean, we all didn't really like the third installment of the trilogy with Toby, but still got 3 movies, and, you can go back and put that on. It's just really not that great. I think it was that Topher Grace casting that was real when it came to that. I think the reason for the web and the powers changing is because Peter's spending more time as Spider-Man, and the spider part of his DNA is going to consume him. Okay, all right. I mean, look, that could be it, because you do see its eyes go black at one point. I don't know if that's the part where the hand, it looks like he's in like a prison, and then he rips like the sigh in half with the webbing, but it looks like his eyes are going like black. So whatever powers he's going to be manifesting is going to be a very interesting aspect to this movie, I think. I like that. I like that they're doing that. It's also nice to see that they're getting away from the Iron Man style Spider-Man that we've had for the entire time. I think that was kind of like one of the complaints. When it came down to it, he was a little too much like a Tony Stark, right? He didn't feel always like Spider-Man. It was more of like the underling of Tony Stark and then what happened. But every time you did see Spider-Man in there, Spider-Man's one of the most iconic comic book characters you have. So when you're looking at a lot of these movies always hit. So like, I always feel like the characters that can always hit well in the movies are Spider-Man, Batman. Superman's always tough. I don't know why though. For some reason, that Superman's always tough. But it shouldn't be. Now, I mean, we'll talk about some DC stuff too. I know the Spider-Man thing is, the tits right now. So, anybody else watching and want to drop something in there, if you saw the trailer, if you have something to say. But I mean, there's really not too much to say in a trailer. You see the bits, Kels. You see what's it's gonna be. But then after that, okay. So then, like, what I'm trying to say, huh? Right. And then after that, you get all like the over-the-top fans. And I'm not knocking any of it, but you get all the over-the-top fans that they'll see a bit, they'll see a shot, and then they think they know everything that's going to happen. And you don't. You really don't. You don't know what's going to happen because it's an adaptation at the end of the day. All right, I read that. So, yeah. I mean, look, that's good. And I think Daredevil might have a call, because if the hand's in it, then there's got to be a Daredevil reference. And we've got Frank Castle in it. And then Daredevil did make an appearance in No Way Home when he was going to be his lawyer in that one spot. But, like, that's what I'm trying to say, right? So you like look at, you see something in a trailer and then you think, oh my God, he's going to be in it the whole time. I really don't think Punisher's going to be a big part of this movie. I really don't. I think he's going to have a quick cameo or two, and then that's going to be it. I mean, that's what I'm thinking, but I could be really wrong. And I would be pleasantly happy if I was wrong. I don't want to be right about that.
You could be wrong.
No, I probably will be wrong. One thing I hope Marvel does when they Spider-Man and Daredevil team up, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. I always remember seeing that in the cartoon. The cartoon, see, always for me, like the Spider-Man cartoon from the 90s is like top tier, and it's got everything with the X-Men. Now, like a lot of people are saying because of the mutation aspects of this, he's technically going to be like a mutant in a way. This is like another intro into the X-Men. But we also know that the X-Men are going to appear in Doomsday. But oh my God, I hate when these things pop up. But what does that really mean? What does that mean? I don't know. Everybody thinks Jean Grey's in this. Who was that old lady? Who was that old lady in a trailer that seems to have some kind of telepathy or telepathy power of some sort? It looked like. Who is she? Everybody thinks Sadie Sink is supposed to be the Jean Grey in this, but I mean, they could be wrong. I don't know. You've got 3 villains in it. You've got Scorpion. You've got Tarantula or some shit. And then some other character. I mean, they're like side characters, side villains, but you're going into Spider-Man's like villain library in this movie, which is cool, which is what you want to see. The 90s series was the first Spidey media to introduce the Spider-Verse way before the comics. Oh, son of a bitch. Excuse me. I got myself a little Spider-Man historian right here. That's what I like. We got a Spider-Man historian. But yeah, I think the MCU, like everybody said, the MCU, right? The MCU, it's in trouble. It's this. It's not in trouble. I love when people say, I love when everybody says all these things are in trouble. They're never in trouble. You know why? Because they all make money one way or the other. So like the DCU, everybody's upset with the DCU. There's not enough stuff going on. There's not enough this. There's not enough that. And I'm like, what are we talking about? Another Jared. Oh yeah. Did you know? Truth, I got another did you know, but this is good. I need my statisticians in here. One person we need to see for what? Batman? What is BND? Tombstone. Because they said he's in what up, Jamie? I haven't seen it in a long time. What up, dude? Says he's in the film. Well, that's the thing. There's a lot of probably cameos in this. We're gonna see a lot of like ooh, and then that's the one thing where I always go like, oh, with these movies sometimes is you'll hear about someone playing a character, but that character is probably not going to have a main point to this story. Maybe he'll be introduced into the world, and I know who you're talking about. So yeah, I mean, who knows? Who the hell knows who's gonna really have a major part? All we want is Spider-Man to be the main event of this movie. I don't care about all the cameos. I don't care about Hulk and all that shit. I want Spider-Man to be the main thing. That's it. And honestly, I wouldn't mind them recasting Bruce Banner. Mark Ruffalo, he never really did it for me as Hulk anyway. I didn't like what they did with his Hulk, because Hulk is just extremely badass. And the only really badass Hulk we got was live action was Edward Norton, who was an egomaniac and wasn't going to play nice with everybody. And then we had Eric Bana as Hulk. And like those two Hulks, though, were extremely badass Hulks. They fought. They got stronger as they fought. That's the one thing and we saw that in the first Avengers. But then after that, like Hulk didn't make much sense in the MCU movieverse. He was just kind of like all over the place, I felt, when it came to that. Jamie, how you doing, by the way? So I was also just saying, because we'll jump a little bit around. We could talk about whatever when it comes to all this, but the DCU, like lanterns, right? Lanterns. Oh my God. Good Lord. Everybody, I don't know if it's not everybody, but I see a lot of creators out there, whatever side you're on here or there, talking about this show, a show that hasn't come out yet. They deem a show to suck that hasn't come out yet. So you're like, wait, what? Oh, there's tons of like, DC wild people. I guess maybe.
How do they know? Do they work on it?
That's what I'm trying to say, and that's what I'm talking about, because you have all these creators out here, and then they come out and they tell you it opinioneers. Everything's opinioneer. The opinioneers of the world. That's I made up a word. Yes, I like. Don't. I always make up words. I think 2008 Hulk was the last time he was taken seriously. Probably. That was Edward Norton, right? Yeah, the Incredible Hulk. They definitely need to make Hulk prominent again. Yeah, they do. Is this where they're gonna do that? I mean, think about what they did before I jump back to DC. Think about what they did with the Falcon movie. Oh shit, that movie sucked. Captain America Brave New World, or whatever, however many times it changed names, and you had Red Hulk, and somehow Sam Wilson's Captain America was taking shots from Red Hulk, and Red Hulk is extremely powerful. That made absolutely no sense at all. Just busy. Hope you've both been doing well. Oh, yes, we're doing well, Jamie. That's good that you're busy. Yes, trailer was good. Trailer was really good. The trailers, this is a trailer that's got everybody just like hyped. So that's where you have to say, like, okay, they did their job. I mean, it's Spider-Man. How do you hate on Spider-Man? Oh, yes. I mean, Spider-Man's just that character. You just can't dislike Spider-Man. I don't know how you do. I always love. I mean, when I was growing up, God, those movies were rough. Whoo! They had like an 80s Spider-Man movie. Oh my God. And then like in Japan, I think they had Spider-Man had a Megazord. He had like a big Megazord robot. It was all over. It was interesting. But then we had the cartoons. I mean, Spider-Man's has always been that. And then I heard a lot of people going, oh, he's relatable. Well, the way they did this Spider-Man with the MCU is he grew up. He grew up with you. Now, I know everybody didn't love each movie, but they were growing him into this, so it took time. And that's where I say that, like, and I'll tie that into the DCU thing. You have nothing really with the DCU yet besides a Superman movie for its live-action universe. Peacemaker, I throw Peacemaker to the side because that shit was just retconned in there. And I don't think that was anything that great. And I remember when I first saw Kelsey's like, yeah, this isn't that good. And it was just like so derogatory, Peacemaker. Yeah, it was like a character, and that's where I would say James Gunn's ego isn't. James Gunn's ego not always his amigo, and he does a lot of obscure characters. And when you're starting off a universe and you started off with Creature Commandos, you kind of say, and that's not going to really drive in the audience. And then you go into Superman, and then Superman's got a lot of stuff here, world building in this movie and jumping right into where you're at. So for the fans that are so used to having everything given to them right away, I guess it doesn't always hit well for people. I don't know. I don't care. I loved Superman, so I can't wait to see where it goes. Yes, is it slow? You know why it seems slow? The build is because they give you these CVS receipts of everything that's coming out that you know is going to get canceled, number one. And they'll probably be able to do a project here or there. And you're like, oh, come on. Like they started talking about lanterns when we finally got the trailer a month ago. And that had the internet going crazy, but in a divided way. You wait it. And then they were telling you what it's going to be. So it's going to be like a murder mystery kind of thing. And so Green Lanterns is real outworldly, like Star Wars style, out in space, all this kind of shit.
Like Neil's brain.
Like my brain. Yes. And they picked a guy that did True Detective, and it was like those are like all cop stories. So they're putting them on Earth. They're obviously investigating a Green Lantern murder of some sort. And within the trailer, Kelsey, they show a Green Lantern suit that's hanging up, and it looks like there's multiple suits, but it's not full on green. Doesn't have enough green. Where's the green? Where's the green? Well,
I don't think it was
green,
right?
No, it's like green with black and all that kind of stuff, but this one has like a browning to it. Now that doesn't mean it's their suit. This could be the Green Lantern that was murdered, and that's why they're on this town investigating what's going on and all this kind of stuff. So you're guessing off a streaming series freaking trailer that's 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and you're trying to say that it doesn't have a Green Lantern feel. You don't know what's going to happen in the show yet. It's probably 8 episodes. Sorry that I keep turning this way, but it's probably 8 episodes. So they're not going to give you too much. I guarantee you the show's going to be good. Is it going to be everything that everybody wants? It never is. It's an adaptation. But I think where a lot of people, they just freaking lose they don't understand sometimes is that you're speaking to all different audiences. You know what I'm trying to say? You're not going to be super outworldly like you are in the comics, or like I always say, animation, because animation, you can always do stuff. You know, so it's gonna hit a little different, but I guarantee you there's still gonna be so much Green Lantern stuff going on in this show that you're probably gonna shit. And I guarantee you get the green suit that you're dying for or clamoring for. You don't even know the powers that are gonna be used yet. And they also said that the guy that's playing Jon Stewart is going to be in the Superman movie. So right there, you know he's entering that world. And Superman, as you saw that movie, is very colorful, very, as everybody likes to use this word these days, comic booky. You know, and these movies should be a little bit corny. Don't you agree?
Yeah, they're comic books.
Right. I mean, enough of the serious stuff in my mind. I want things to be goofy. Let's get back to like how the cartoons were. That's where you actually enjoy these things. It shouldn't always be brooding and serious. We've had enough of that. That's why I don't care about the Pattinson Batman movie. That movie, Batman 2, the Batman, the script. I keep hearing the script's amazing. It's this. Kelsey, it's
I should go so that I can finally sleep. Because I was sleeping.
That movie can't put you to sleep.
That was the
Yes.
last time I got a good sleep.
Oh my God.
When I had to get up.
Yes, that movie was a little bit long. Beautifully shot, but long and dragged out. Leonardo DiCaprio Spider-Man film will always be the biggest what if. Oh God, I do remember that. What the hell did you just drop, by the way? Huh? Oh, I was like, what the hell was that? So what do you got, Andrew? I mean, for a show about Green Lantern, I expect using the ring fighting galactic threats, not normal clothes in a small town. So there you go. Now, Andrew, I like that you put that in there, because if you were listening to what I was saying, they're showing you what it's going to be. They said it's going to be a more grounded series where they're coming down. That doesn't mean you're not going to get some of those space shots or them using the ring, or we don't even know enough about the show yet. So that's where I say, I feel that I hear a lot of parakeets out there. So if your favorite content creator makes a video, or if there's a popular opinion out there, there's a lot of parakeets in today's day and age that run to the internet because they want those clicks, they want those likes, they want those views, and basically being positive about anything is not a popular thing anymore. So that's not me being a fanboy or being an advocate for James Gunn's DC universe, because I do think it is lacking because he promised too much. It probably would have been better if you started off with your big characters first. I always say go with more practicality with your streaming series. Doing Green Lantern might have got everybody a little too excited, but I wouldn't judge something before seeing it. That's how I say. Could they have given maybe a better trailer? Yes, they could have, but they also could be holding back because it's a streaming series and there's only so much you can show. Daredevil season 2 for Born Again. There's not a lot of talk about that, is there? There's not. But how much can you show? Because if you show too much, right, and all these things are so far and few in between. So, you know, and they, with Green Lantern, they did go full on Green Lantern back in the day. I remember walking out on that movie with Ryan Reynolds because they went full on ham with that and people still didn't like it. So, and even like when you go back and maybe watch some of those Green Lantern animated movies, I got a nice Green Lantern pic right behind me, if I'm pointing correctly, right back there. That's a Hal. You watch some of those animated movies, they're not really that great. And some people, I hear them even saying like, oh, Jon Stewart's the main Green Lantern. Did you not watch the animated Justice League series back in the day? It was always Jon Stewart. So I'm like, huh. What do you got there? Fun fact: it was Cameron who came up with the organic webbing. Oh, it was. Oh, well, I like the organic web, and then it just kind of makes sense. I mean, you're bitten by a radioactive spider, right? So you get powers. So you should have spider powers, and it should come from you. Giggity. I mean, that's kind of how that is. Kelsey, can you open a window? It is fucking hot in here now.
You are cold.
But now I'm talking in hyper.
You're cold.
I'm talking and I'm
The
hyper.
First time in your whole life.
I know. I'm like, ooh, it's a little hot in here. It's a little hot. So,
Is that okay?
yeah, it should eventually start hitting me. Definitely. So, no, not that. Okay, yeah, you can open that one too. That's good. You got the blankets. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're
He's
fine.
so sweet.
You are fine.
He's always like, take a blanket.
But I like the organic shooters. I think that I like that. I mean, it's cool that, like we got to see that with Garfield where he was like, getting all scientific and we're watching him create the web shooters and all that. But I'd rather see it come from him. I would. I like that. And I like the joke that they played in No Way Home. I thought that was pretty funny. Serious question. Do you think, what do we got there? Malcolm Myrons. What do we got? Serious question. Do you think Tom Spider-Man is going to become Man Spider? I can straight up answer out of anyone. Oh, you can't get an answer. Do I think he's going to become that in this movie? No. I don't think so because that's a different arc, but that would tie into Punisher, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Right? So if we remember the animated series, from back in the day, they had like a 3-episode arc with that, I feel. And then, that was that when they introduced Punisher in the animated series? It might have been. And, he was chasing him throughout for like a few episodes. So I don't think we get that. Or maybe we get some type of thing because we don't know how they're going to adapt it. I don't think they're going to pop out a bunch of spider arms in this movie. Like that I can't see happening. At least, excuse me, not yet. I mean, we don't even have a Venom in this universe. We were supposed to have a Venom in this universe, but we don't have a Venom. So, yeah. I think no one's giving you a straight answer because they don't really know. Me, I'll just flat out say no, but I'm still giving you a scenario where there might be some type of adaptation to it. You know what I'm trying to say? I mean, he is legit. He is legit going through his metamorphosis in this. And he's all, he's shooting his little spidey webs and he's all cocooned and we're going to see all that. So, I mean, it could happen. I just don't think it will. What do you got, Andrew? Funny, I remember Raimi said he gave Toby organic web because it's unrealistic that a high schooler can create such devices like web shooters. Now, okay, so if we're going into realism, it's a fucking guy that has spider powers. Does it really matter? Does it really matter? I love when and I'm like, this ain't me picking on you, Andrew. I just love when they have like those things like the directors. Oh, I don't know if that would really hit with audio. It's a guy in a freaking leotard spandex suit running around, beating the shit out of people with superpowers because he got bit by a radioactive spider. You get bit by a spider, you're in some trouble. Okay? There's a good chance you die. I mean, good Lord. So, yeah, that's funny that he would say something silly like that. I mean, he's a scientific guy. He's got a smart brain. Maybe the spider bite enhances the brain. All that kind of shit. So, yeah. Yeah, that is interesting. Matt Wonder. Yo, what up, Matt? Holy crap. How you doing, bud? How you doing, Mr. Card Breaks? Oh, I remember when I was going through that little sickness.
You remember that little thing?
Yeah, I have a box I never even opened because I'm like, what do I do with all this shit?
You've gotten many things.
Oh, fuck.
What are you going to do with that?
I don't know. All right. So what do you got there, Andrew? Funny, the trailer said rebirth because this movie is basically a hard reboot to back to basics for Spider-Man. Well, it said some type of rebirth, right? Some type of rebirth. We'll see, bro. We'll see. I mean, obviously, it's got you excited. It's got everybody excited because it was a good trailer. It was a really good trailer. It got everybody going. Everybody's all giggity about it. Been a minute, man. Been a minute. Still, I got the sickness. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sure you do because you really were educating me on card breaks. And I still follow some sites where I'm like, oh, but wow, man, what a waste of money that is. It is tempting. I mean, what a gamble too, especially to get that. It's like a dopamine rush to like watch those guys breaking. And he's like, oh, buy these boxes for 300, and you might be guaranteed to get this card or that card. And shit.
Oh, I forgot when you were doing that.
I still follow them. The Ballers Bank, all this stuff.
You
Oh
were
yeah,
watching those, like, live.
yeah. They still have those lives on TikTok. Yeah, watch them like
No,
crazy.
you were doing it I forgot.
I watch them like fucking crazy. What do you got? I went and I got a basketball set and a Cooper flag, one of 5 things worth a nice penny. Of course you did. Of course you did. Of course you did. You had a lot of that shit. Verizon. Oh, Verizon sending me stuff. Not nice.
You just got yourself yelled at for going behind the counter for them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, the new season of Invincible is up. The first episode was solid. I have not watched Invincible in a hot minute. Just like The Boys. I mean, they've got all these series that I kind of just like fell off. I don't know what it is. I don't know what. I can't.
It's another one. It's just too much.
I felt that I've said this before. I felt that The Boys was becoming too much at one point. And especially like the power levels. No different than Invincible. If you're not a Vilgermite, you're dead. So I mean, I know that I don't think they'll ever do that live action. I hope they wouldn't. But I mean, Invincible wasn't bad, but at the same token, I just kind of fell off. I did fall off on it. What do we got there? You have a good night. I saw you were live and had to drop in. Thanks, Matt. Have a good night too. Always live once a week on TikTok too, which is tomorrow. If you ever want to stop by there, you can even grab a box and come in and talk live. What?
It just sounds so weird.
Grab a box. It's the whole point. That's why I do that.
Legit.
That's it. You come in, you click, you can talk live with me. Yeah, it's called the Nerdverse. What do you mean? Yeah.
Good.
It's interesting. Shut up, Kelsey.
Yeah,
I started watching Monarch and Apple TV. See, all these apps.
no more.
Why?
No more apps.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
I'm only playing with you.
already know why.
I don't even. Well, you know what it is too. Like, what do we pay for in there? You pay for Friendly,
Yeah.
but that's because it's got Me Tunes, and I can watch all the old school cartoons. And for her, it's Hallmark, but I don't pay for that when she does. There's just so many freaking
That's not long.
so many streaming services. What the hell is Monarch? What is Monarch? I feel that I've heard of it. I don't know. I'm not sure. Shit. So yeah, we got backstory for Omni-Man. Oh, really? Okay. I mean, if I ever get myself back into it, I've had a hard time just watching new shows. I keep going back to old school things. I don't know why. I guess there's comfort in it,
Uh-huh.
And I don't get down with a lot of new stuff all the time. I think that it might be, I might not get into a lot of new stuff because there's so much hype behind everything that comes out. And you're just like, you're kind of like already over it before it even comes out. I feel like, what the coverage is going to be like now on the Spider-Man movie till it comes out. Comes out in July, right? So the trailer dropped today.
July?
Comes out in July. Exactly. Exactly. You're already like over it by the time you get to it, and you have so many different thoughts and opinions, the opinioneers, what's going to happen. Your expectation levels are all over the place. You don't know which way you're going. And then that's all you're looking for while you're watching a movie and then or a show. And you're just kind of like, oh, well, that didn't happen. That's kind of a letdown. So, I mean, I like going into things not knowing shit about fuck, to be honest. I really do.
No, I like to read everything that's going to happen and then.
Yeah, I know. You're weird
then
that
watch it
way.
after.
You're weird that way. I don't get that.
Why?
I
like to know what.
Oh, it's the Godzilla show.
Yeah, I don't know how
Okay.
it's gonna play out.
Yeah.
Like, but it's nice.
No. No.
I like to know.
No. A plot synopsis is fine, but I don't want to know everything that's gonna freaking happen.
I
No.
like to know.
You're fucking nuts with that. No, you're nuts with that. That's crazy. That's bananas. 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 Oh, good Lord, no.
I'm not good with that.
That's the show, Monarch. Okay, you know, I did see previews of that. Okay. See, there's so many fucking shows. There's so many shows. I don't know where to go. Sound like I'm trying to make a rhyme right now. What do you got, Jamie? I love the first season of Monarch. I haven't started the second one yet. It's Godzilla. So, you know, like the Godzilla movies that they had, I remember when it was starting out, man, that got corny as fuck. When it became Godzilla vs. Kong, I thought it was like Rock'em Sock'em. It almost was like, what was that game I was trying to play at the retro arcade? Rampage, where the big animals are destroying the buildings and it was broken. Yeah. I thought we were watching Rampage. I was like, what's going on? So, yeah, I mean, Godzilla can be interesting at times. I get into the kaiju thing at times. I go through waves, people. I go through so many waves. You know what I've been watching, but I've been going through it slowly, is One Piece. Now, did I ever get into the anime itself? No, the anime is way too long. Oh my God, it's like Bleach. It's way too long. And anime live action adaptations are always kind of like iffy. So me not knowing way too much about One Piece, it's an entertaining show. Corny as hell at times, I will say. But that's another show deemed amazing. And I'm like, okay, I'm watching. I'm like, the show's definitely not amazing. It's not the best thing I've ever seen or anything like that. But does it entertain me? Yeah, it's entertaining. But here's the thing that kind of sucks about that, right? So now you have One Piece season 2 that just came out. It'll probably be like 3 years now, at least, maybe 4 for season 3, unless they start filming these things back to back. Kind of like how Stranger Things fell flat. Now, did I enjoy its season finale? Yeah, I did. I was clapping. I got into a few moments, but was it good? Not really. I mean, it was almost like they had an AI write the script at the end of the day. You know how, like, remember when we had that AI program that we were using to help at times to help with like the titles and the descriptions? That's kind of how that show's season finale felt. Like, it was like real generic. It started off strong, and then the last few, you're like, did you guys think anything out on this? Or was it just kind of like cut and paste? Like real generic storytelling. But that was also a show that didn't need to go on as long as it did, in my mind.
I don't know anything about that.
No, it's not a show that you would like. No, it's not. Oh, you got rid of Netflix. Oh, wow. Okay. I should get rid of some platforms. I just never do.
I'll talk about it.
I'll talk about it, you know, when it comes to it. Because, I mean, what do you think is going to happen with HBO and Paramount, right? When is that ever going to take place? That's going to be like another year down the road, whether that deal falls through or not. Are they going to combine services? It's like Hulu with Disney. I don't know what to get rid of. I don't get charged for Disney Plus. I get charged for Hulu. I look at my card all the time. I never see Disney Plus. I just see Hulu.
So it's like a bundle.
I think it's a bundle. I think they automatically bundled that shit.
Because you used to have 2 separate.
I think they bundled that shit. So is Paramount and HBO going to bundle? Or are they going to keep them separate? Because when you go on here, ooh, little burp, man, what the fuck? When you go on here, you're starting to see a lot of the Disney Plus shit on here, and then a lot of their stuff on Disney Plus. It makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, but I wonder if you could still see it if you got rid of one.
Would that help? I mean, I don't know. I really don't know at the end of the day.
No, I just wonder if like you need to watch. You need to have
I've heard about Tubi. I've heard about Tubi.
Subscription to watch the stuff on Disney Plus.
Yeah, probably. And Tubi, I've heard of. I heard Tubi's free. It's like I wonder if do they have sports on there? Because I almost want to get rid of like part of my cable. Honestly, I can't get rid of my internet, so I'll still be paying probably close to 200 easily. Yeah, cable's a ripoff. But yeah, I've heard about Tubi. And doesn't Tubi have some of its own shows also? I think someone at work's been trying to tell me to get Tubi. I'm always like, I don't want any more platforms. What have you been? I've been, huh? It's not. It's crazy. It's just freaking wild. I've been trading off which streaming services I get. Yeah, wonder what it's going to happen to HBO and Paramount. Yeah, I really don't know. Tubi and Pluto. Yeah, Pluto. I know about Pluto too. I mean, it's such, I wouldn't call it a monopoly, but my God, what a mind fuck it is with all these damn sites. It really is. A year or so ago, Tubi had the Super Bowl. It did. Yeah, they have sports. They're not gonna well, yeah, see, that's the manipulation, as she just said, right? That's the fucking bullshit right there. They'll have sports, right? But they won't have your local teams. So, like, say if I signed up for because I love basketball, hockey, and football. Say I signed up for one of their like main platforms. They're not going to have my local teams. They're not going to have the Nets. They're not going to have the Devils. They're not going to have the Giants. So I'm not going to sign up for that because then I would be paying this to watch other teams. What the?
You would still need like the
NHL. I would. Yeah, I was like, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit unless I do what your brother does with that crazy shit. And I don't know.
And I still late too.
Yeah. So this is the part of the stream too where I said there'll be more conversation about some random shit. Not because how much can I talk about Spider-Man? I can't really talk much more about Spider-Man. I talked for the first like 40 something minutes on that. There's nothing else to say from that trailer. I mean, I think Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday. Ooh, I don't know about that movie being any good. I really don't. I think that's going to be a freaking cameo fest mess. There's going to be too many things going on. And who's the main component? You're bringing back Chris Evans, who can't act in any other movie because he should have stayed as Captain America. Everybody's excited for the X-Men, but what X-Men are really going to fully be in it? Are they going to yeet out the universe and it's just going to be Cyclops? I mean, I don't know. I just think there's too many people in it. I think there's too much. It's too bloated. And no one really cared enough about the Fantastic Four. I didn't think it was a terrible movie. I thought it was an enjoyable movie, but definitely not super rewatchable because when I did rewatch it, I'm like, yeah, I didn't have to rewatch this. And then if a lot of people be like, well, it's better than the other ones. Well, yeah, that's not it's not a hard hurdle to get over those. It's pretty easy. They're pretty bad. Tubi is like your local video store. Oh, I used to love the local videos. Oh, I love the local video store. They have shows and movies that you completely forgot about. Oh, it's like that. Well, it's like the Friendly app that you got for MeTunes. MeTunes, dude, on Friendly, on the weekends or certain days, they play, even in the mornings, they have like the morning lineup that you remember from being a kid.
When I get up in the morning,
they have the Ghostbusters. They have Ninja Turtles. They had, I think they even had, did they have Voltron? No. They've got the old Looney Tunes. They got Hanna-Barbera, the Jetsons, Flintstones, Tom and Jerry, Popeye, Woody Woodpecker. I mean, I can go on. They have everything. And I'm just like, oh, shit. I love it. I always have it on. Always have it on.
You do.
Huh?
I don't get rid of it.
Yeah, no, don't get rid of it.
Well, no, because I was only going to subscribe for Christmas because I want to post Christmas
I know,
movies,
but it's...
And then I know you like it, so I like it.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, Fantastic Four weirdly has been forgotten. Yeah. And they're supposed to be a big part of Doomsday. Remember when the Doomsday snippets were coming out, those little trailers about who's going to be in it? See, that's why I say everything, I guess if the correct word is hyperbolic with everything these days, as soon as it comes out where it's all about it, like it's the, oh my God. And then it just goes away like it didn't even exist.
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that. Like it didn't even exist. Like everybody was talking about Doomsday ad nauseum. Now we're not talking about it anymore. It's like, okay. But they're supposed to play a role. I mean, what role we don't know. How is Spider-Man tied into this? Spider-Man's coming out before Doomsday, obviously. So Are we gonna get that? Like Spider-Man's gonna be in Doomsday shit at the end of that movie? I don't know. It's not a bad thing to be like, I don't know about, but I mean, I just think that a lot of this shit should be animated these days anymore. I think animation just does a better job. We've got the Miles Morales, but Spider-Man's going to be living on top. Let's not forget about, hey, remember when the Spider-Man Noir trailer came out? When is that coming out with Nicolas Cage? When is that coming out? That's coming out on Prime. Isn't that coming out soon too? What do you got there? Fantastic Four is like supermodel. Beautiful to look, but completely dull. Yeah, there wasn't a lot to it. The movie was shot well. I didn't mind the castings. I know a lot of people, Pedro Pascal, whatever. He was Reed Richards. So I enjoyed the movie. I didn't think it sucked. It just was, forgettable. Keep Miles. Oh yeah, no, I'm with you. I liked the Miles Morales story that you got going on with Across the Spider-Verse and all that shit. Yes, I don't want to see him live action. I really don't. I want a Batman Beyond movie. I know we're not going to get that. I know about the scrapped stuff that was pitched and they had the artwork and it looked great, but I mean, I know they're not going to get to a Batman Beyond movie for a long time, unfortunately. But that would be pretty sick to get one of those because that was a good one. That was a good animated series. I know it was only like 50 something episodes, but that was tied into the animated Justice League. So, yeah, I don't want... No, Sony would ruin them. And then Sony's supposed to come back. Sony apparently is coming back with all those villain Spider-Man movies. So they're going to recast all that shit. Obviously, because they have to. I'm sure if Sony doesn't use the properties, somehow they'll lose it. So they're going to have to do something. I think that's how we got those force-fed garbage movies. I didn't even see. I saw the first Venom. I never watched the second Venom. Didn't watch the third one. Oh, no, wait. The second one was with Carnage. Yeah, I did see that. And that was really bad. My God, that was really bad. And then I remember everybody was excited because Woody Harrelson was playing Carnage. You're using Carnage, Venom. I hate when you use villains in comic book movies and they don't have their hero set with them. It doesn't ever make any sense. And I know that we're supposed to get that with the DCU. We're getting Clayface, even though that was delayed and that was being talked about like crazy at one point. And that is supposed to come out. I don't even know when the fuck that's supposed to come out. When is that supposed to come out? Is it even? And it obviously hasn't wrapped filming. But there's another. We're gonna make a movie with a villain, but we're not gonna have our Batman casted, right? Where's our Batman? We don't have a Batman casted, but we've got a Batman villain movie coming. Huh? Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Sony really rebooting all the villain films that nobody wanted the first time. Good. Yeah, I heard that somewhere. I think they have to use the properties. Sony probably has to use these properties. They don't use it, they probably lose it. Isn't there something like that goes on with Disney? Like, that's why they make a lot of those live action fucking crap movies. Contracts, right. The contracts go up. Because Roger Rabbit had that just recently, correct?
Oh, yeah, that.
Well, no, just in general. Like, there's got to be some type of, like... They lose the licensing, right. So if they don't do something, then I feel that happens. I could be wrong. I have no freaking idea. Yeah, contracts or whatever. So they don't lose the property, but they lose, like... Maybe like another director can come in and make a movie with it or some shit.
Not unless there's like some clause.
Oh no, I'm just
I think it's what happened
yeah.
with Roger Rabbit. There was a clause in it.
Right. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not one of those dudes that like looks all this shit up and like, oh my God. So I'm gonna look this up and I'm gonna be a freaking statistician and let everybody know because I've been in a few of those lives. We know those. Where we try to be the smartest man in the room. Oh. Oh.
No comment.
Oh my. Let's see. So, in other news, what else do we got going on here? I was talking about DC at one point. I don't think there's much to worry about with DC. What do we got there? I'm looking forward. Yeah, Spider-Man Noir. What do we got there? Crazy Cage. Nicolas Cage is always fun. I agree. I like me some Nick Cage. Spider-Man Noir is supposed to be May 25th. Okay. Ooh, we'll be back from vacation. We'll be back from vacation then. That looks like it's gonna be a banger. That looks like it's gonna be wild. And it's Prime took it on, so it could be good. Hopefully it doesn't look cheap. I know we saw the trailer, but sometimes some of those things can be pretty bad. But we'll see. We'll see. DC though, I want a Green Arrow. Now apparently there's like a new Green Arrow comic coming. It's kind of like that other Batman comic they've been doing that they I guess it's like there's some new shit that they'd be doing. I don't read all the comics, but if you're getting another Green Arrow comic, is there a reason that we don't have a Green Arrow show? Why don't we have? I want to see the DCU go into their next animated project with heroes. Okay, let's get a Flash. Let's get a Green Arrow. Let's get Blue Beetle or whatever. I mean, come on, give me the Young Justice a little bit treatment. That's where I was hoping we'd be going with some of this. If you're gonna do the Creature Commandos and there's gonna be another fucking season of that I don't give two craps about, but if we can get like a hero team up, because I do remember them saying something about a Nightwing and Red Hood thing at one point. I remember they teased something with Nightwing, and I don't know, maybe it wasn't Nightwing. I think it was Nightwing at one of those cons. When is Cinecon? Is Cinecon coming? Isn't that like one of those cons that's coming with all the shows and directors that go and shit that could be coming? I feel like that comes up soon. It definitely comes up soon, I feel. Next month. There we go. Okay. I do sometimes remember this shit. So that is coming. Kels, if you can grab me another water, that would be fantastic.
Oh, yes, sir.
No, when you come back, I'm almost done with my water. It's a little dry. So I don't know who's attending because I know that, like, remember when they used to have the big panels at like the Comic-Cons? And yeah, I know. She likes to josh me. When Mana, no, he's laughing because you were like, yes, sir, being a smart ass. When Mana Tomorrow starts filming, coincidentally. Oh, really? Oh, interesting. So there you go. Wait till that starts filming. Oh my God. Wait till the rumbles start with that. But you remember when they used to have all those big panels at the Comic-Cons? Oh, thank you so much. When it was when you would have Marvel, DC, whatever it may be, and that used to be pretty exciting. Now they don't do that. They don't do that anymore because of the internet, because of the way everything's reported and leaked. So now they wait for certain events. So now Cinecon is like pretty much what it is. What do you got? I think that's where Gunn will show. I hope he shows. Gunn's got to do something to shut up the side of the fan base that just doesn't like anything that he's doing. He's got to give something. He's got to do something and not be a smart ass. He's funny. It's never good. I always say when you go out on, because I don't have like Twitter or X, whatever. I don't have all those other threads, all that shit. I don't do that.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Huh? Because I get banned all the time. Because I get in trouble all the time.
That was way back.
Yeah, but anytime I put text down, I'm too honest, and then I just get in trouble.
Remember? You tried to sign up.
Yep, and then I got banned for life.
And he
Yep, you're banned.
That's funny.
So, he goes back and forth with these people. I wouldn't do that. Shut people up with your product. Show something that everybody will just be like he needs to get on a Spider-Man level right now, I feel. Like with what Spider-Man just did. So Green Lanterns had too much of a backlash. It had too much division. Then people didn't like that he did that retcon in Peacemaker 2. Okay. Me, like I said, I like Superman. I was a big fan of it. Kelsey remembers. I enjoyed the shit out of that movie. So I liked where it was going. But we haven't had much since then. So now you got Supergirl coming. They definitely need to. I will say this. That next trailer for Supergirl, you got to give people something a little bit more. I feel in the whimsical way or something of some sort where it just excites people. They got to have something within that movie where they can just kind of like tease you with something that'll get you going. I didn't think Supergirl was really the best choice for your next installment after Superman, just due to the fact that who the fuck cares about Supergirl? Not many people do. You know, I mean, that's just me. That's me saying that. I would have had something maybe else in the wheelhouse, maybe like a Wonder Woman, or you could have. I mean, I know they're not introducing the Flash or however they're doing this kind of thing. I mean, hell, it could have been a Batman, but we still don't have a Batman casting. So, you know, when you're looking at it from the like just like shutting off a fan brain or whatever it may be, and you're really looking at it, yeah, your choices weren't the best choices. That's where, you know, ego, not the amigo, when it comes to a lot of these directors. You know, Zack Snyder was another one with his ego. He wanted to do things his way, his edgy way, and he thought he was, you know, he likes to piss everybody off. Well, that didn't work too well for you, did it, buddy? No, it didn't. I still dug it, but it didn't work for you. So Gunn needs to hit a home run. I will say that. Is the DCU in trouble? No. Supergirl, is it going to make money? Yeah. Was it a lot to make? I don't know. I don't know all the movie math when it comes to all this shit. But that has to do pretty well. It's not going to make a shit ton of money because it's Supergirl. Unless that movie has certain cameos in it or certain scenes. Like, does Superman have a fight scene with Lobo in that? Ooh, that would be kind of crazy, right? Can you imagine seeing that? Superman fighting Lobo on the big screen, live action. Ooh, that can resonate. Will that happen? I don't know. Not sure on that. And then when you're looking at something else besides Man of Tomorrow, and you know that Green Lantern's going to be in Man of Tomorrow, plus Brainiac, plus Lex Luthor, and whatever else, you need to cast a Batman as soon as possible. Now, are they holding back on that? Are they holding back on that because of the Pattinson Batman? I don't know. I don't think you should. If it's not connected to the universe, who gives a shit? I mean, when the fuck, Kelsey, when did the Batman come out? Was that like 24, 23, or 22? Maybe 21. When did the look?
3-4 years ago?
Yeah, when the hell did that come out? Son of a bitch.
It was when I was still going to the movies with you, so.
Remember we had the guy sitting next to me that was breathing like Darth Vader?
That was the last movie where I was like, I'm never coming to the movies again.
Yeah, you were like, you wanted to. 2022. 2022. It's 2026. Yeah. They haven't even started filming for that fucking thing yet.
He's getting too old.
Yes, 2020. He already looks old. I saw him in an interview. He was like, yeah, the script's amazing. Shut up. The script's amazing. The script was fucking amazing. That movie would have been put into production. And they would have been like, let's get that sucker out there. It was not, that was overblown. But a lot of things are overblown these days. Yeah.
That's the last time I was like, I'm never going to.
Oh, it was freaking Benadryl Batman. Benadryl Batman. You can take, it's like taking Benadryl and you're just like falling asleep.
You know what? I should start putting it on when I can sleep.
You might, yeah. You can go down. You can go down in that movie. Ooh wee. So here we are in 2026, and that movie still isn't even close to going into fucking production. And you've got people talking about Gunn's DCU, and then the Batman movie, whether it's called Batman Brave and the Bold, whatever the fuck they got to call it. You got Muschietti Spaghetti that's supposed to direct it. Apparently, they don't like the writer. I remember when that whole thing was going on. Jennifer Hudson. Apparently, that was the lady that wrote the Batgirl movie or some shit. I don't freaking know. But Muschietti directed Flash Drive, and we know where Flash Drive was like. That movie was just, and the best part of that was Michael Keaton coming back as Batman. So, shit, it is all this stuff. The DC stuff seems so messy because they keep trying to build a universe, and these days you can't hide anything anymore. So everything seems messy. Like, can you imagine if this shit now, all this technology was back then when they were making like the Christopher Reeve Superman, Tim Burton's Batman? Yo, oh my God. There was backlash when Michael Keaton was casted as Batman, but that was in the newspapers. And I was a kid and I didn't give two shits because I'm not reading newspaper as a kid. I'm playing toys, going outside, all that kind of stuff. And then when you saw a trailer on the TV, you're like, oh, I want to see it. And then you go see it. You know, you're not all this crap leading up to it and teasers and clips and fucking set photos leaking, all this kind of shit. So, yeah.
It's also a different time.
No, it's different time. But where I was kind of trying to go with that is that those movies aren't that great.
There was nowhere to post set photos.
No. But if you're watching those movies, they're not amazing. They're not amazing. But some of them were more, they were like, there was more passion put into it, I guess you could say, because everything was more practical. That's, you know, like if you go back and you watch Batman Forever, that movie is, you know, it's comic book-esque, but it's got like a beauty to it, especially the way it was shot. And now that was Batman Forever, yeah. And then even the Batman 89 movie, same thing. You know, Ghostbusters, 1984 Ghostbusters still holds up to this day because there was a lot to it. Is it like effects great? No, it's not. You can see some shit, but you know, that's me just rambling. I'm just, no, you don't, but a lot of movies that were deemed amazing back then will not be deemed amazing now.
Of course,
Right. Well, that's my thing. That's why I laugh. That's why a lot of this stuff is so fucking funny to me. Like if I show you some big channels, Nerdrotic is a big one. They never have a positive thing to say about anything because their stick is supposed to be negativity. So that's what they always do. You know? Hey, it's just what it is. Just what it is. So yeah, hopefully the DCU starts to take off a little bit. Lanterns comes out after Supergirl, so Supergirl must do well for, I feel, the DCU to start going in the right direction. And then you get to Lanterns, and then there might be a tie into Lanterns in Supergirl somehow, some way. There could be, because it's supposed to be a connected universe. So we'll see. We'll see when it comes to that. Spider-Man, we like what we saw. Not out till July. So, I mean, the next Spider-Man we have to look forward to is Spider-Man Noir. So we'll see how that goes. Other than that, I did go all over the place into other things. Anything you'd like to add, Kelsey? No, just in general. No? Huh? Zootopia 2. Oh, shit. I was talking about that last week on the Nerdverse. Where does the Nerdverse happen for anybody that's watching now? On TikTok every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come take a ride on the irregular side over there because you can take a box. You can join in a box and talk live with me.
But we didn't come to that one, so we don't care.
What's that?
We don't care. You already talked about it.
No, I know. I was going to talk about it right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I said, no. That's not what I meant. I said, oh, we were talking about that. I was talking about it. I was talking about it. I enjoyed Zootopia 2 a lot. Oh, my God. And then Kelsey was that person that was like, nah, I don't want to watch the sequel. What do you mean you don't want to watch a sequel? She hates sequels. I love a sequel if it's good. And that was a good movie. That was good.
Maybe the only one out of all of the sequels that there were. Remember when we tried to watch Lion King 2?
Oh, God, we turned that off right away. I forgot about that. That was bad. That was really bad.
Pretty much every Toy Story after the first one. Like, come on.
Toy Story 2 was good.
It's fine. First one's the best.
Okay.
3 and 4, nope. And I don't even want to watch 5.
But Zootopia 2, you enjoyed that. You were watching that the whole time. You watched that the whole time. Yeah, oh, Jesus. Good Lord. Incredibles 3 is on. Incredibles 3 is coming? Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh, no.
I heard a rumor about Cars too.
No, another Cars?
And I didn't really like past the first one either.
No, I only like the first one.
Again? I mean, the second one was fine. Didn't like the third one.
No, they killed it. They killed off the old dude.
I know.
Yeah, fuck that. No.
That's it.
Yeah, Hudson. You don't take him out.
Yeah.
No, I don't even. Incredibles 2 was. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was good, but it took way too long to get to. The Incredibles 2. Zootopia. When did Zootopia? That took a long time, and they picked up exactly from where they left off, just like the Incredibles 2 did. But Zootopia 2 just hit better. I think they did a better job with storytelling.
I don't think it was as long.
What?
As Incredibles. I don't think it was as long in between.
No. Incredibles 2, I feel it was like a 10 plus year process till they finally did it.
Like, no one remembers by then. No one cares.
It loses its, you lose your momentum. I like the Incredibles. I mean, that's like the Fantastic Four of Pixar, the Incredibles. But they're actually exciting to watch.
We'll go meet some of them in
yes, in Hollywood Studios,
MGM.
yes. MGM. So, yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know they were going to do that. So I wonder if they're going to age them up. That'd be interesting if they aged them up.
There's like rumors coming to the
like
the expo, so
like they were supposed to do another Flintstones. Thank God they didn't. They were going to have them Pebbles and Bam Bam older. Yeah, they were going to have kids and all that. Remember we talked about that? Yeah, I remember we talked about that on a while ago. Yeah, well, they want to make a live action Jetsons. Why?
I hate live action.
Yes, here's another one. Also Ice Age, Frozen, and wait, another Ice Age? No. Only the first one. I didn't like Ice Age. The second one, no. They all suck. First one, that was it. Frozen, I never watched. Shrek, no.
Well, we're gonna watch it because you're going on the ride this time, so we're watching it before we go. Say you know it.
Who doesn't know that song? Who doesn't know that song?
Okay, so
come on. So, Shrek I know about. I felt that the first two Shreks were enjoyable. After that, I was good.
You don't need more.
Like I said, Zootopia 2, yeah, that was good. That got me a little teary-eyed too. She says I am
You're Nick.
Yeah, I'm Nick. Okay. I don't know how to love.
That's very true.
I don't. I connect with Nick.
Yeah. I'm on my own.
I
was always on my own. I just wanted to be part of a pact.
But see, that's where I also say, I'll be talking about, a little nasally. I'll be talking about, how things are better in animation. Not always. I say that with the comic book stuff. I like to see more of the animated side of it because you can just tell better stories, but not always because it depends on who's directing it, the animation choices that they have and all that kind of stuff. Voice acting is always huge with all that kind of stuff because a voice actor can ruin a character, even if the story is pretty good. So, yeah. I just can't believe that. And then, you know what? Another one that we like, Madagascar.
Oh, yeah.
We enjoy Madagascar.
The
first one. And then after that, they have two other ones. You're like,
Yeah, the third one.
Yeah, the third one was terrible. The second one was okay. The third one was all over the fucking place. So yeah, I can always get lost in animation. But yeah, sequels don't always equal anything good. And they're coming out with another Toy Story. Woody's balding. Like, why? Why would we need? Why the fuck would we need another one of those? You know what I'm trying to say? I don't know. What up?
Because the fourth one was so bad that they're trying to come back and be like, "Look, see, it wasn't over."
Yeah.
No, I don't trust you.
They were trying to murder them all in that freaking incinerator in that one.
I do not trust. Very untrusting, and I will not watch again. I said I wasn't going to watch after 3 because I didn't like 3.
Okay.
And then
but you did watch.
And I actually went to the theater and watched 4.
You did?
I did.
Oh, God.
And it was horrible.
Is that going to fall?
And what?
The bourbon.
Yeah, it's been like that.
Clayface is coming out in October. Film Bright. But that's delayed too. Go ahead. Just reading a comment. What? Did you walk out? Well, you got out. Did you walk out? Did you walk out of the theater?
No, I didn't walk out of the theater.
Have you ever walked out on a movie?
No, but I've wanted to.
I have. I've walked out on 2 movies.
I really wanted to.
I've walked out on 2 movies.
Of, like, Oscar movies me and my mom had gone to.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, no. We went to that one with Leonardo DiCaprio and he doesn't talk the whole time.
The fuck is that?
I forget what it was called. But he actually ended up winning an Oscar for it. But it was
Is that where he's like a barbarian?
Yes, and it was the worst movie I've ever seen.
Oh, I didn't watch that. Yeah.
No, don't ever watch it.
Don't ever listen to the Oscars anyway. They always pick movies that suck. For the most part. I mean, I don't know.
No, but I was no, that one I wanted to leave at.
Should have.
There's a few I want to
Oh, you gotta walk out.
Like,
It's a rush.
It's gotta get better.
But then again, back then when I walked out on these movies, they weren't like $5 for a ticket.
Well, yeah, now.
Now it's like this movie sucks, but I'm sitting and I'm watching it.
And it's also you just paid like $50 for that popcorn.
Popcorn, the soda, you're spending like close to $70-something as an individual.
Yeah, that's why I don't go. I don't like them. I don't like movies enough to ever go to the theater.
That's why movie theaters are dying.
So no, but like there's no need for if you're gonna go, but there's no need to spend money on both of them.
Oh, yeah. Well, because I like to see everything in the Dolby. But
yeah, he's got to spend extra money on stupid sound.
What?
I never heard the difference.
It's the recline. I like it.
Never know what.
It is different. So it's interesting that the Clayface movies due in October. I mean, that's a lot of time. Batman better have a fucking cameo in that. That's all I'm saying. There better be a surprise Batman cameo, or Bruce Wayne cameo, or just some bitch in a Batman costume. And we better get Batman in the blue trunks, the gray, and I want white eyes. I've said this before. White eyes. White. Damn. Wow, I've been going for over an hour. Not bad. Not bad for the first YouTube live in like forever.
Very long time.
It has been a long time. Yeah.
Ramble for a long time.
I can talk about a lot of shit. I don't know. Yeah. And then apparently I think they're supposed to do another Pirates of the Caribbean. Right? See? Oh my God. Oh my God is right.
I didn't even watch all of them.
No. Because they started to suck.
Yeah.
And they're based off a ride. They're based off a ride.
I love the ride. The ride's so much fun.
Yeah, the ride's cool. Did you see that ride broke down? No. You would die in that one.
How do you get off that one?
What? You gotta wait. You ain't walking in that fucking water. I know that. I'm not walking in that water. Hell no. I don't want to see that shit.
I don't like getting stuck on rides.
No, you don't.
No,
you don't. What do you got, Jamie? Jamie was wondering if you had been going live. Well, no, I'm live every week on TikTok on Thursday. I haven't been live on here in a year. It's been about a year since I've been live on YouTube. I've been, like I said, I'm live every Thursday. I start at 6. I go for about 2 hours on a Thursday. And then you can actually join in too. You just click on the box and I invite you in and you come on in, you can talk. The Pirates water smell. Yeah. Now there's a certain scent in there.
It's so nice. It's so relaxing.
Yeah, no, but just like,
you know, you can get candles that are like that. My brother has.
Your brother had it.
Yeah.
I like the contemporary one.
Yeah, I know. I might get it as a car freshener.
That's what you had. Down. Yeah, that's what you had.
You didn't like my Polynesian one. I don't know why.
No, I didn't like the Polynesian one. No, I didn't. Yeah, Jamie, just follow the TikTok. The link's in the bio, dude. It's called the Nerdverse. I started doing group lives on there. I used to just do I used to do a drive-in movie, and then I would just like ramble for 2 hours reading comments.
Still ramble for 2 hours.
Yes, I do. I do ramble. It's what it's
the same thing.
It's just almost salad time.
Oh, no, just doing it.
Oh, okay.
I gotta go to bed though.
Did we get chicken? Did you make chicken or did you buy weird chicken?
Did I buy weird chicken?
Yeah.
We use shortcuts.
Oh. Is that what you used last time?
Yeah, use that.
Oh, okay. All right. Just checking.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm just checking. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. So, everybody, I'm going to close out. There's not much more for me to say, and I'll be live tomorrow on TikTok. So you can check me out over there too. You can actually join into that.
Oh, how many times are you gonna say that one?
It's called plugging, Grio. All right. It's called plugging. I'm plugging like a motherfucker. Anyway.
You're on something.
Yeah, Dune 3. I never watched Dune 2. The first Dune was good, and then I was like, all right, I'm good. It looks like there's more action in it. I mean, those movies are just long. They're long. They're long. Sometimes I like a movie just to be just under 2 hours, and I'm like, all right, I'm good. I'm good. I can't sit for too long. Your ass starts to hurt. But anyway, I'll see everybody for another YouTube live, maybe in like another week or so, because I'm not gonna do these every week because then it kind of ruins it, you know.
You know.
Maybe every other, because there's only so much news that does happen these days. Anyway, I will check you all soon. Keep your eyes peeled. I always drop a short here and there. And don't forget to come take a ride on the irregular side, because why wouldn't you want to? Bye. End.